Welcome to Central for this incredible night of Toratah and ZimraTah. So I was in an Orthodox minyan in Jerusalem called Hakel when Tamar Biala steps up to give a Devar Torah, and she introduces me to Toratah for the first time, and I was immediately intrigued. And a few months later, Yael Kanarek came to help me unpack what Toratah looked like with the text, and I loved this project even more. But then when she pulled out a mezuzah cloth that read Shim'i Tisraela in the text, and I held this thing and it felt dangerous in the best way. And I was like, this is so powerful, I can't even believe what this is doing. I felt almost like destabilized by looking at this text on a cloth, a mezuzah cloth. And then when Yael said, I have got this dream to set verses of Toratah to music, I said, Central wants in. Can we help? Can we host? We wanted to be a part of this incredible revolution. As I was a little girl growing up in Tacoma, Washington, we were in a small synagogue that couldn't afford a cantor. We had a marvelous intellectual but tone-deaf rabbi. And our Shabbat service music was led by a trio of non-professional singers who really didn't know what any of the words meant or felt. And so they communicated through their kind of hymnal, formal music that God was distant and formal and frankly boring. When I was 8 years old, a song leader who was in her 20s kind of flew in on a breeze, almost like Mary Poppins with her guitar, and she started a children's choir, and my sister and I joined, and for the first time I fell in love with Jewish music. But it was more than that, because she taught us Miriam's song. When I was a kid, I really only thought that Moses had the Song of the Sea. And she taught us Debbie Friedman's Lechi Lach, which became the soundtrack of my Jewish life, and I'm going to guess many of yours as well. And I didn't register until much later how subversive that song was, because in the Torah, God only called Abraham, Lech Lecha. But I got to hear Lechi Lach, and my rabbi, he would have never, as wonderful as he would have never given a Torah about the fact that Sarah wasn't called up to the Torah, that Sarah wasn't also called, that she never got her moment. But he let the kids' choir come up and we sang Lechi Lach. And so in a sense, just by singing those words, we were making those invisible women seen. And we were understanding ourselves in the story in a way that I'm not even sure she intended, but maybe she knew exactly what she was doing, but in a way that actually got inside me. And I realized that there was a place for all the women and the mothers and the sisters and the matriarchy in a tradition where we didn't always know we were called. And I think it's even perhaps more powerful that it was done through music, because there's something about the way art, just like that little piece of cloth, but also music, entered beyond my brain into something that goes deep into the soul. So what we're engaging in tonight is not just a concert of beautiful music, although it's going to be electric and it started out so beautifully. We're part of nothing short of a revolution. And just as Lechi Lach was one of the early ways that we gave voices to the invisible women, and maybe even a new way of imagining divine, that is what this project and this night is about and what it's going to start. So we are so grateful that you are here, to be here for the premiere of this revolution of Toratah in song. And I just want to say with gratitude to not only to this incredible collection of amazing artists on this bima, which I'm so proud to have on our bima, but also a tremendous thanks to everyone from the Central Synagogue team who made this concert happen. I just want to make a particular shout out to Cantor Jenna Pearsall and to Rabbi Sarah Berman and this larger team who makes the music, the lights, everything, the magic happen. So thank you, and please enjoy.